So as I mentioned, okay, topic of today's session, create wealth accumulation systems to be financially stress-free, and how we actually do so is actually through financial gym. Emin, that's my name, CFA, Chartered Financial Analyst. That's my investment destination. So this is a globally recognized destination. I'm an MD and founder of this company called Invest Coach, regional investment speaker and resident trainer for SGX Academy. So what I do is very focused on retail investor. So I've been in this trade for 10 years already, very focused on retail investors. How I define retail investors, someone who has a day job and probably 1 week can only spend about half a day to look at investment. So basically, under my company, we have a few programs ranging from stock investing, for financial planning, programs like what they're actually going to go through today, and of course, real estate. So hopefully today you actually learn a bit more about what are the things you can actually get exposed to as a retail investor. So we have Jimmy. Jimmy, you want to just say hello to everybody, Jimmy?
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Jimmy. So I'm a personal investor, or rather I'm an investor and a coach. Sorry about this. I've been doing investing for more than 15 years. So I'm here to help everyone here to learn about wealth management. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Jimmy. Of course, you will hear a lot from him. So Jimmy is an expert in funds, ETFs, and US market. I'm so glad to have him on board to actually help more people, okay, as I mentioned, to be financially stress-free. Standard disclaimer, please take note, we are here on education purpose. If happen that we mention any company names, it's just to illustrate the process, definitely not stock tips. Long story short, make money, be happy, lose money, don't score us. Okay, so we're actually going to get started. For those who are in Facebook, welcome. If you can do us a favor, please click on the share button. And I believe more will be, I believe your friends will be very appreciative of what you do. Okay, now, we talk about investment. Now, a lot of people, when you hear the word investment, they just think of make money, make money, make money. Okay, and I think that is a wrong starting point. Okay, as I mentioned just now, I have been an investment trainer professionally for 10 years. And if you really go and drill down, if you really go and find out more, you realize this, most people actually lose money because of greed. Okay, it's not because of risk, whatever. Okay, the thing that causes people to lose money is actually really because of greed. Okay, so investment is definitely, not more than just making money. So we have to be more defined when we talk about investment objective. At the same time, on the other spectrum, we actually have these people who actually need invest, but always think that investment is risky and don't do it. So that is quite risky. So again, long story short, when you actually want to embark on the journey of investment, okay, you have to do this first. Like anything else, you will have to begin with the end in mind. Why are we investing in the first place? I would sincerely urge everyone to really sit down, for those married with your spouse, to really go through this question seriously. And very likely, if you have a very good answer to this, you will be a successful investor. Okay, now let me just share with you my story, why I want to invest in the first place. Okay, so now, of course, a lot of people see as I invest for retirement. Okay, I think a more precise way to put it is I actually invest for financial freedom, because technically speaking, once you achieve financial freedom, okay, you can retire. Now, how do we actually define financial freedom? Okay, financial freedom is defined as your passive income can cover your expense. Okay, your passive income from investment can cover expense. So of course, when passive income cover expense, then you don't need to work, then can retire. So if you ask me, I think a more precise term is financial freedom. So that is my investment objective. And of course, I believe that is investment objective for a lot of people. Okay, now, so we cannot stop there. So it's very important to put in numbers to this objective. So how much do I need to actually achieve financial freedom? That is a more important question. So this is what I did with my wife. We actually sat down, we actually calculate all our costs. Okay, your food, transport, okay, I call them basic expenses. Okay, that money I need to spend regardless I work or don't work. Okay, as you can see here. And this is based on current price level, current cost, current price level. So me and my wife, we need about 3,001, 3,002 per month, to sustain our lifestyle based on current price. Okay, so of course we cannot just survive on basics. We must have some luxury expenses, traveling, donation, fine dining, so on and so forth. Of course, this is annual. Cannot be traveling every month. Okay, so work out to about $800 per month. Okay, based on our current costs. Okay, so now, so this is what happened here. Okay, of course, I hope you can link the exercise. I want to be financially free. So what do? I want to know what's my cost, what's my expense. And of course, the next part is I need to know how much I need to invest so that my passive income can cover expense. Okay, hopefully this is quite clear. Okay, now what do I do here is this. So of course, number one, I just calculate my total monthly cost is actually 3,958, as you can see here, 3,150 plus 808. Okay, of course, 20 years later, okay, there's actually this monster called inflation. The same basket of goods is definitely going to be more expensive because of inflation. So I cannot just plan for a passive income of about 4,000. Okay, I probably need to plan 20 years later, which is really I need to retire, can't work. And based on my financial calculation, it actually worked out to be, as you can see here, about $7,000. Okay, $7,000. So in fact, this is my investment objective. As I mentioned, why are we doing this exercise? Number one, know your investment objective. Put it in terms of numerical form, that's important. So my investment objective is to have a passive income of $7,000 per month. Okay, so now, okay, you attend my session, you attend my seminar, very important, you must learn something, I learn something. So please, the best way to learn is to participate. Since you have decided to spend an hour with us, okay, why don't you learn something? Now, here is the question. So let's say, for example, I can actually get a 6% return from my portfolio or from my investment fund. Okay, so what should be my recurrent fund size be, or the portfolio fund size be, such that 6% of that fund, I actually get $7,000 per month. Okay, can you all try to figure this out and share the answer onto the chat, please? Okay, here is the question. I need 7,000. Let's use 7,000 for easy calculation. I need $7,000 per month. Okay, here is the question. Assuming that I can actually generate 6% return per annum. So what should be the fund size be so that 6% of this fund size can give me $7,000 per month? Okay, thank you. Mike say 1.6. Any other answer? Okay, thank you so much. Chi Seng say 1.4. Maybe just wait for one more answer. Anyone can just share one more answer. Anybody, please? Okay. What should be my fund size be? Anyone? Anyone from Facebook can share the answer? Anybody? Okay, thank you so much, James. Thank you. The answer is actually 1.4 million. And this is how I define my investment objective. Okay. I don't invest just for more money, more money, more money. If that is my investment objective, the greed will set in. And once greed set in, I usually will end up in trouble. Okay, when I make $1, no lah, why do I make 10? When I make 10, why do I make 100? And there will be one point in time I lose everything. No. Okay. So yes, I need to make money. At the same time, I also need to know how much I need to make. And this is how I set my investment objective. 1.4 million in investable assets and a fully paid property. And why is it 1.4 million? Because with 1.4 million, if I can generate 6% return, I get my $7,000 per month, and I am financially free. Okay, so this is what investing is about. This is what setting investment objective is about. Okay, if whatever I said just now makes sense to you, okay, don't mind, just help me type a 1 into the chat. Okay, so that I know you are clear. Our starting point, because this is very important. This is the starting point of the whole story. Okay. If let's say, you know, there's something you disagree, maybe just have me type a 0. Okay. If you think that whatever makes sense, maybe just have type 1. Okay, great. Okay, thank you so much. Okay. So yes, so and in fact, this is how it actually start my investment journey. Because why? To get the 1.4 million, okay, let's say I don't invest. Okay, so if I don't invest, and like every other Singaporeans, okay, most Singaporeans actually put their money in two main places. Anybody want to make a guess? Where does most Singaporeans put their money in? These two places. Anybody want to make a guess? Where the bank? Thank you so much. The bank and CPF. Thank you so much. So if you actually just like every other Singaporean, don't know. Thank you so much, she's saying. If you're just like every other Singaporean, I put money in bank and CPF, so probably your return is only about 2%. Okay, 2%. And to get 1.4 million in 20 years time, every year you need to save about 57,619, as you can see here. Every month we need to save about 4,008. Okay, this is not earn, this is save. This is save. So every month need to save 4,008. Okay. So hopefully with this slide, I can share with you. So for a lot of us, investment is actually not a choice, not a good to have, or not for those who are greedy. A lot of us, we actually need to invest to make sure that, you know, we have enough for the future, to make sure that we become financially free. If not from work, so let's say, you know, the census is out. You know, the monthly household income, average household income is about 9,000. So imagine you earn 9,000, want to save 4,008. Very, very tough. Okay, so this is the reason why I actually want to invest, or at least this is my story. My investment objective only 1.4. By work alone, I don't think I can do it, and this is why I actually need to invest. Okay, hopefully this is clear. Now, everybody wants quick money, but can you do it or not? So a lot of people say that, wow, investment is about buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high lah. Okay, so simple. I just buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here. So simple one. But the thing is, can you do it? Okay, well, look like that very easy, but in the end, what does most people do? Okay, they actually look at the market. Wow, market come down already, and there is a rebound. Wow, good time to buy. And after they buy, what happened? How come you come down again? Wow, then now got rebound. Okay, I don't go and trust this. Let's wait a bit more and see. Then this uptrend has continued for so long. Should be quite safe to buy now. But when you buy, drop again. So quickly sell the cut loss, and then you sell, then rebound. Quickly buy to recoup my loss. So in the end, so how drop, buy or sell now? So a lot of people thought investing is just about buy low, sell high. Not so true. So in the end, most people try to do this, try to trade the market. In the end, what happened? They just buy high, sell low. Okay. Yes, everybody want to make a quick buck. Everybody want to make money easy. Everybody want to make money overnight. Yeah. Okay. Is that possible? Okay. Actually, the answer is yes. It's possible. There is actually a group of people that can consistently make money from stock market this way. Buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. But make a guess. Okay. How many % of them can successfully do it on a regular basis? Okay. They just buy low, sell high every day and consistently make money. Okay, make a guess. How many % of the people can consistently do it? Okay, there's some statistics. Thank you so much. It's actually only about 1%. It's actually only about 1%. So if let's say, for example, if you want to make money this way, please be that 1%. Okay, and that is quite difficult as a retail investor to be that 1%. Just like saying me every day, just swim twice a week. I can also go and swim in Olympics. I don't think that is possible. Okay, so usually that 1%, they are professionals. So yes, this is one form of investment, but is it suitable for retail investors? I don't think so. So in fact, I have been doing research for a very long time. And I believe as a retail investor, again, how I define retail investor, someone who has a day job and probably can spend only about half a day per week to do investment. Okay. we will have higher chance of success by not making quick returns, but accumulating wealth over time. Okay, we actually use this methodology or use this concept to invest, we would have a higher chance of success. Okay, so with that, I have actually created on my own 6 wealth accumulation systems. 6 wealth accumulation systems. What are they? So maybe I just run through very quickly. Then you have a better understanding. Yeah? So in fact, my main wealth accumulation system is my long-term share investing strategy. Now, how do I actually define wealth accumulation systems? So basically, wealth accumulation systems is an investment structure for me to invest regularly. So yes, I do buy stocks, but I have no intention to buy today, sell tomorrow, buy today, sell tomorrow. Okay, to me, the stock market is just like another bank for me. When I have savings, I actually save in the stock market per se. Okay, so down here, there's a 2 key. One is investment structures. Okay, what is wealth accumulation systems? Investment structures, that's one. Okay, a structure for my money to work harder, generating higher return. And the other keyword here is invest regularly. Okay, invest regularly. So that is another keyword for long-term or wealth accumulation system. So of course I do is shares. And with that, okay, so this wealth accumulation system of mine, it actually helped me to snowball my savings with capital gain and dividend yield. So in fact, this is my main wealth accumulation systems. So of course, after a while, then I realized, hey, there are certain instruments that I need to put in money regularly anyway. Why don't I also see them as investment systems? Okay, like for example, as you can see here, CPF, insurance, and property. Yeah. Okay, CPF, what do I mean by seeing CPF as an investment system? I think the best example is this little story that I've been telling for I think a lot of times. So understand CPF as an investment system. Okay, like my mom is of certain age, and she need to visit hospital now and then. And every time, after she visit, the nurse will always ask us, so how do you actually want to use MediSave to actually pay? Then for us, we always say, no, we are paying cash. Then the nurse is always very puzzled. Everyone use MediSave. Why are you using cash? Then for us, we are always very puzzled. Okay, can I ask you this question? MediSave, what is the interest that your money in MediSave will actually get? Can anyone please help to share? Money in MediSave, how much interest can you get? Anybody can share? Okay, 4%. Thank you so much. And of course, the first 20,000 or certain amount can get 5%. How much interest my cash is actually getting in the bank? 1%. Okay, give you maximum 1%. So should I actually use cash to pay or MediSave to pay? Okay, so this is actually what we mean by understanding all these tools and see them as investment systems rather than just a CPF, just insurance. Okay, so these are things like, for example, property. Property. Okay, a lot of people actually see property. How property make money? Actually just by capital gain and rental yield. So in fact, a lot of people get rich. Not just by these 2 ways. Okay, a lot of people actually get rich by leverage and forced saving mechanism. Okay, leverage and forced saving mechanism. Okay, because for property, you're actually being forced to save every month. So think about it, you're forced to save every month. That's what actually you have to invest regularly and in a structure that give you higher return. Okay, so once you actually see all these instruments this way and you know how to make full use of it, then they become very interesting wealth accumulation systems. My 5th system is actually my REITs investment. Okay, So like I said, no, okay, of course I buy REITs. The focus here is how you buy, how you buy. Okay, I have set up a structure whereby for REITs, in this case for REITs, I actually just do dollar cost averaging. At the beginning of the month, I will just buy REITs. I don't care the price, I'll just buy REITs. Okay, certain amount just buy into REITs. Then I do dollar cost averaging. And eventually, going forward, I'm actually going to buy more and more because REITs are actually very good at giving dividends. And of course, like I said, end of the day, I'm actually there to actually get the dividends. And the last is my regular saving portfolio, whereby I invest in unit trusts and ETFs. Okay, why do I actually have this investment? Okay, if you look at it carefully, okay, most of my, in fact, almost 90% of my investment are actually in Singapore, especially for property. Okay, so 90% are actually in Singapore. So of course, I'm not saying that Singapore is bad, but if let's say you can afford, it's actually good to invest some money overseas. Or it's actually good to deploy some money overseas. And if you want me to invest in overseas stocks, I don't have the time to actually go and learn about overseas stocks. So for me, the best way is actually go through unit trusts and ETFs. And true enough, this has been quite helpful. Like for example, last year during the COVID period, as we all know, the Singapore stock market actually came down quite sharply. Okay, but because of this, luckily because of this, the China market, the US market actually recovered a lot faster. So last year, net actually still not too bad because yes, Singapore market still down, but I have certain investment that actually still perform better. Okay, so this is what we mean here. Okay, end of the day, what is investment about? Creating different wealth accumulation systems. And what are investment systems, wealth accumulation systems? Investment structures, okay, for you to invest regularly and for your money to make higher returns, work harder for you. So this is what investment is about, especially for retail investors. Okay, once again, let me repeat important things I want to repeat. To me, for a retail investor, what really makes sense is to create wealth accumulation systems. And what are wealth accumulation systems? Different investment structures for you to invest in them regularly so that your money will work harder for you, generating high return for you over a long period of time. Okay, that is something that works, okay, for a retail investor. So based on my research, and of course, you should actually see that, okay, different instrument has a different purpose. I'll talk about that very soon. Okay, now maybe I just take a little break here. Can I ask, okay, can I just drop you a key? How many wealth accumulation systems do you have right now? Okay, can you just help me key in the chat? Okay, I'm quite sure, CPF every day have insurance. Oh, wow, congrats, TN, thank you so much. Okay, 4, thank you. Okay, 2, 4 to 5. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Okay, so good. That means you're doing it right now, if you ask me. Okay, especially if you're retail investors, it's about creating all the systems and run it now. Okay. So just a little summary. Okay, so once again, what are wealth accumulation system? Investment structure to invest regularly, snowball wealth. Okay, so as you can see, I also have among all these systems, they have very defined roles. Okay, like for example, for my CPF insurance, so you can say that, hey, you actually have stocks. Why do you actually need CPF insurance? You also need to have attack. You also need to have defend. Okay, so which thank God last year really stress test my system and really worked well. So basically last year, my stock portfolio, I think at its lowest, I actually lost about, I think 15%. But in fact, my overall portfolio only dropped by about 3%. Okay, why? Because as you all know, your CPF, your insurance is still intact. Okay, yeah, when bull run, can have low return, but in times of crisis, they're actually still intact, they actually have no loss. So you actually need to have a balance between, aggressive investment and those very defensive type. Okay, then of course, for property, as I mentioned just now, okay, there is actually different ways to make money, not just capital gain and rental. Okay, so in fact, property, a lot of people make money from leverage and forced saving. And this is the reason why property is also part of the system. And of course, you also need to do risk diversification. As I can say, for those who can afford, you should actually invest overseas. So in fact, if let's say I'm actually thinking of having another system which is overseas property. Overseas property. So I have actually been doing some research pre-COVID. I even fly down to certain places. But too bad because of COVID, I can't really continue. Actually, when I actually look at overseas property, I do realize in terms of capital gain potential. Okay, let's talk about Asia. Let's about Asia. In terms of risk-adjusted capital gain potential, I think Singapore is actually still the best. Okay, but to me, it actually still makes sense to actually invest overseas. Like I said, for risk diversification. So sometimes investment is not just about more money. It's also talk about from a risk perspective. You put all your money in Singapore. Cannot say it's no good, but if let's say you can afford, do you think that it actually makes sense to actually put money somewhere else? So that at least it's diversified. Don't put all your egg in one basket. I think simply put, that's what I'm trying to say here. Okay. And I realized this, in fact, this is the word I coined. Once you actually set up this system, okay, you will actually be in a state of what we call financially stress-free. Okay, once you have all these systems set up every month, just invest regularly in all the system. Okay, you have been in this state called financially stress-free, whereby, okay, you know that you have enough for today. Okay, you know you are prepared for unforeseen circumstances with all your defense mechanism, and you know that you will have enough for the future. Okay, so basically all this will roll. Okay, all this will roll. Eventually will hit the 1.4 million that I require. That's my objective, and give me that $7,000 monthly income.